Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on how I design and draw stickers on Procreate. So the things I'll be using include my Apple Pencil, which is the Generation 1, and then also my iPad Air 3, and some apps I'll be using includes Pinterest, Lightroom, and of course Procreate. And these are all my favorite apps to use on my iPad. Okay, so the first step is to go on Pinterest and to find any reference photos that you really like and some inspirations basically. So I have created a board called Stickers, and in it I just saved a lot of common household objects or anything that caught my interest, and I just collect them onto this board and then sort them out one by one. And so for example, I have all these food basket. I love the honey ones, and I also have these color palettes that I like to use if I'm kind of stuck on the color palettes or the color schemes. Okay, so now I'm going on to the Procreate app, and here's what the main page looks like. And you can have different files, and this is my sticker files. And the sizing of it, I want it to be basically this journal size. I believe it was 8.5 by 5.5 in inches. So you just create a new page and type in however long or short you want it to be. Okay, so that's what the page looks like, and basically it's half the length of a standardized page, I believe. Okay, so what I'll actually be drawing my individual stickers on would be on a separate page, and this is a 5" by 5". And something cool about the iPad is you can swipe up and then drag your other page that you want, so you can kind of multitask. And I find this really useful. So I can draw as I look at reference photos. But however, my iPad Air 3 is kind of small for this, so I don't find it too useful. But if you have a bigger screen, that will definitely come in handy. So something I do instead would be saving or downloading the image from Pinterest, for example this lovely butterfly, and then I click on the little wrench thing at the very top, and then I click insert photos, if that will come to focus. Okay, well, we're gonna click insert photos and go to your camera rolls and then select the one you want. Alright, so now we're gonna create a page or a layer on top of that, and then go get my 6B pencil that I like to use for my rough draft, and then I'm going to trace on top of it for that precision. Oh, and I can turn down the opacity of the layer to make it easier. So after I finish tracing, I'm going to create another layer on top of everything else, and then I'm going to do my final outline for this one. So I'm going to use my black, and I'm actually going to be using the to do this because I find it to be very smooth, and it's kind of like a fine liner or like a micron pen in real life. So I like that. So this is what it looks like when I'm done tracing. And something I like to do to make it look more realistic is to put these little like marks all around the stickers, and it kind of gives that like rough edge and realistic look to it.
Can you tell me why? Can you tell me why I'm down? Yeah. No friends of mine, no friends of mine around. Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm done with that, and I created a new layer, and I put that one underneath my final outline, and I'm going in with a dry ink pen to color it. And I love the dry ink pen because it gives a lot of textures, and I'm pretty sure a lot of Procreate artists use this one to like paint, and yeah. So another like feature in Procreate is you get to create your own color palettes, and they come with like the sets, and I like to create my own. They do kind of look messy, and you can name them if you want. But anyways, I'm going to be coloring in, and it is important that you create this coloring layer underneath your technical pen layer, because if you don't, then your dry inking will cover your outline. Okay, so now I'm going in with another color, and I'm going in towards the like butterflies, like outer tips of the wings, and I want to create a ombre effect, so I'm going in with the smear, and it kind of looks like the finger at the top toolbar, and I'm going in lightly with the smear and kind of making it a gradual ombre. So this is what it looks like with the background color off, and the next step would be to add the finishing details and touches, and for this part I'm going to be using the 6B pencil again. I also like the other pencils they provide, that Procreate provides, and I usually rotate amongst them, but today I'm going to be using the 6B pencil again. And I'm going in with some lighter shades or some darker shades, and it all kind of depends on what I'm doing, and I feel like this step makes it really realistic and kind of brings the texture out again. Okay, so now we skip towards my other project that I was working on, which was this really nice fountain here, and you can see me doing the finishing touches as well. So here is a clip of me working on the Mariposa tarot card, and I think overall that it turned out really well. So here's my main page, and these are all the little tiny individual stickers, that I've created. So now I'm deleting the unnecessary pages and merging the ones I want. So I turned the background layer off, and now I'm just going in and erasing anything that exceeds the outline. Okay, now I'm going to swipe down and hit copy all, and I pasted all of my individual stickers onto the 8.5 by 11.5 page that we created in the beginning. Okay, so now here's my favorite part and where it all kind of comes together. So I've arranged all of my stickers onto this one sheet, and it looks so good, and I'm just really happy with how it turned out. So in between the blank spaces, I like to create stars, and I think it really adds a little characteristics and some nice celestial elements to the sticker paper.
I walked these streets in November. It hit different than it did in September. Maybe it's because I've changed.
So another way I design stickers is the old-fashioned way, and that is on paper. So I usually use watercolor, and I create these patterns on paper, and then I scan them through the printer and then upload them onto Procreate and then fine-tune them there.
These tears weren't made to be wept in silence. I'm finally loving who I am. Something you failed to understand.
Okay, so I upload them to my iPad, and here's what they look like. And obviously the quality from the printer wasn't too good and didn't reflect the true colors, so I'm going into Lightroom to fine-tune the colors. And basically Lightroom is really self-explanatory. You just move some buttons and see how they turn out. So then I save the new versions, and I basically do the same process again, and I upload my new images to Procreate, and then I fine-tune them there. So what I do is I hit the select tool, and it's the freehand one, and then I go over and trace my image as closely as possible, and I copy this individual sticker and then create a new one. And I do this for basically all my stickers on this sheet. And by the way, a lot of these stickers or designs are from Jenny Journals. I absolutely love her, so you guys should go check her YouTube account out, and I'll link it down below. So here's how this sticker set turned out, and I absolutely love it. And since I did scan them, their quality was not as good. So one thing I did to improve that is sharpen every individual sticker, and that helped a lot. So that's it for today's video. I hope you liked it and found it helpful. I'm actually going to be turning these into stickers and maybe selling them on Etsy. So be on the lookout for that. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. And if you liked it, like and subscribe. See you next time.